It's Dave Weiner with ET Online. I'm here with Matt Johnson and Kevin Smith, and we are talking about the Dirties. Tell me, how did you guys get involved together? I know this went to Slamdance. Take it from there.
Matt made the flick. It went up to Slamdance. They won. You split the special jury prize or grand jury prize?
No, we won the grand jury prize.
Grand jury prize. You didn't split it.
No.
Never mind. I'm out there telling people he split it. They took it by themselves, man. Razzled it away from whoever was supposed to win it and took it for themselves, I guess. Like true hostile Canadians that they are. And it was a friend of mine who was a producer on Red State, Elise Seiden, and she works on a comic book men as well. She went to Slamdance. She was like, I just saw the most amazing movie, and like, you got to see it because this would be a great movie for, we got this Kevin's Movie Club thing going. So I said, all right, send me the link, and I was able to watch it online, and it moved me immensely on a number of levels, not just like the human level of like, oh my God, what a gripping story, and I can recognize myself in elements of the story as the victimized, not the victimizer. But also it thrilled me as an independent filmmaker. Like, it took me back to the moment of seeing Slacker, of seeing Trust, Al Hartley's Trust, of watching early Spike Lee stuff and going like, oh my God, look what's possible. Like, anybody can take a camera and tell like a gripping story. You don't have to tell the same 3-act bullshit. You don't have to put a superhero cape on it anymore or something like that. These cats made a flick that made me want to make art. It's the best thing you can say about any art you see in life that makes you want to make art. That's how powerful it is.
What inspired you to put this together?
Well, we were just kind of right out of film school, making this movie sort of as a joke for our friends, like trying to do something that like just our immediate circle of buddies would like. And we're trying to tell a story about something realistic that we understood, that we didn't think had been done well, school bullying, school violence, and that kind of stuff. And so our approach was to try to tell this story real, never thinking that, you know, all of a sudden we'd be showing it to massive North American audiences and having them interact with it in the same way. So it started very small, like we need to make a movie that we can make for literally no money, and this was the way to do it.
Now, there's a clear anti-bullying message here that's very obvious. You know, that's what this movie is completely about. You know, but things take a dark turn in this film. Was there a concern when you made this, and was there a concern when you picked this up to be involved with it, that there are people out there who take this kind of as a blueprint or a template to get in trouble?
Right. I've been asked that a lot in terms of like my responsibility as a filmmaker for telling a story like this. And although it sounds sort of bellicose to say, that's like precisely the point. Like, to be stirring up those exact questions in people, I think it's absurd to think that somebody can see a movie in this culture and then go out and do something horrendous or violent and then have all the blame fall solely on this one piece of media. That is like evidence of this wrong thinking that's all throughout North American media, that monsters are created and that there's all these little tiny pieces that added to them, and one of them is a culture piece, another one is like an access to gun piece. Humans are way more complicated than that. And so people who think like that, who are thinking like, oh man, he shouldn't have made that because now somebody's gonna see that movie and go do this, that's the conversation that we want to start. We want that person to be mad, so they go to somebody and say, this is how I feel, and maybe they can talk about it in a realistic way. Because I don't think that violence and psychology are that simple.